Malaysian girl Yin here. Last week, I posted in my Instagram recalling memories I had a year ago doing a kind of cake for my husband's birthday and our anniversary. These both important dates are actually back to back. Last year when I made the cake, the challenge was I don't have baking tools and I don't have an oven. So I was thinking, what can I do with such challenges? And I came up with fruit crepe cake. Crepe cake. So I came up with fruit crepe cake. Then the layer one with a lot of fruits. It was a huge success. I love it. My family loves it. This year, as you guys know, I'm in Mauritania. I won't be here permanently for good. So I have limited supplies of the baking tools and stuff. And I do have an oven, but the oven here operates a little different from the ones that we know in Malaysia. Later I will show you. It's actually operate with stove. It's an actual stove inside whereby you have to click the flame and then it will flame up and provide the heat to the entire oven. I find it a little bit hard to control with stove kind of heat. Regardless, I was at the supermarket. We came across this kind of chocolate chips. My husband was like, he made me something with this. So I was like, okay, your birthday is coming up. I have a cake to bake. So I posted it on Instagram. Some of you gave a lot of interesting guesses. Sitra Daily said microwave cake, easy and sedap. Well, I agree, but in such an important occasion, I think I have to be rajin a bit. I cannot be too lazy, I guess. Another crepe cake by Himaruko 91. Walnut chocolate chip cake with chocolate ganache, twinkle custom made cake. You make cake for a living. I'm intimidated with baking, so no, that sounds very complicated. No baked chocolate chip cookie dough bar by Satish88. My friend Ashley, banana chocolate chip. No, chocolate cookies or chocolate cake. No. But anyway, thank you so much for all the suggestions here. It almost made me change my mind. But the actual answer is quadruple C, chocolate chip cookie cake. Getting there, the name. It's easy. Basically, you just need to dump everything in a big bowl and just mix them up. So let's get started.
Okay, you definitely need a big bowl lah, huh? Now, I have this half cup or 115 grams of salted butter. It is salted and soft in room temperature lah, basically. Whisk a bit and then you add in brown sugar, 1 cup or 128 grams. Now, it is more recommended that you use soft brown sugar. I know it's easy to get the soft type in Malaysia, but at my side don't have lah. Then add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, followed by 1 large egg. And then you go with 1 round of whisking first. Mix them up well. And then get a sieve. Start sieving 1.5 cup of wheat flour, or it's 192 grams, and a teaspoon of baking powder. Bless you. Wow. Okay, for those who are using unsalted butter, this is when you can add in a teaspoon of salt. Sieve. Then whisk them up. If you have the electric punya hand mixer, then wah, sure are you. Don't have to manually whisk like me. Okay, last ingredient in the dough. In goes 1 cup of chocolate chips. I am mixing half cup of chocolate milk chips and dark chocolate chips. Suka hati you, okay? Now, one thing I learned about this step is don't whisk it. Use a silicone spatula to fold the dough around so that the chocolate chips incorporate into the dough. Okay, I am using 20 cm punya baking pan and my bottom is separable, so I'm not using baking paper. However, I do spray some cooking oil. If you have baking paper, use lah, okay? But spraying some oil is important so that it won't get stuck at the pan later, okay? Wow, I couldn't resist to taste a little bit of this cookie cake dough. Wow, I haven't baked also sedap already. Anyhow, just spread evenly across the entire pan. Sprinkle some more chocolate chips on top. This is optional, but I'm telling you, it's gonna make it look really nice. Another optional topping is sea salt. It is optional. Again, I highly recommend this because it is going to be worth it. I'm putting a lot because I actually use unsalted butter and I didn't add salt earlier, hence more sea salt. Of course, we're gonna put it into a preheated oven. I've never seen any dessert baked without preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius for 17 minutes. That is like the last step, guys. Now you basically just need to just sit still and watch how it goes. Remember just now I was talking about how the stove here in Mauritania is slightly different from the ones in Malaysia? Now see, it's using stove with flames one. Means got gas input also. Different, right? Wow, see this cookie cake is puffing up a little bit already while it's cooking. Time's up. I know, gotta clean the oven glass door already. Okay guys, it's done, but I know the last step is very hard to do, which is to wait for it to cool down. At least about an hour. Okay, it is important because cookie cake needed to be completely cooled down to achieve its cookie crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside. It is going to be worth it, okay? Must wait until it cools down. Hey, can you help me please? Happy birthday to you. Wow. Oh, it looks good in camera. So good.
A little sweating and chewy. Oh my god, love it.
I've been logging for this kind of cake for very long already, and I'm so glad that I managed to do it, especially on my husband's birthday and on our wedding anniversary. I hope you guys get to try it. Happy cooking! Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and follow me at Jimbin Studio in Instagram for more snippets and bonus content.